So today we are going to play our first game in the new championship season. We've been doing quite well for ourselves and we are looking very strong. We've made some good transfers and we're going to go over our former club as well. So why not go over this and have a good time? Let's have fun with the master builder, eh? Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the master builder save with Derby County. I'm just going to say this, I might have been recording for 80 minutes and realised my microphone was not actually on the entire time because the system I plugged my microphone in was not even working properly, so awkward. Either way, we have made some signings. We're going to take on Norwich City today, and then, well, we're going to go over the transfers as well. We've had quite a few of them. We've also got some more transfers potentially coming in, as well as some other ideas I want to go over, so one of the very first things I did was sell Anthony Scully to Aberdeen for £5.5 million. Considering he's only a decent championship player to my background staff, I thought £5.5 million was a bargain, especially when we only signed him for £775,000 2 years ago. Quite frankly, yes, he got 19 goals for us and got 10 goals last year, but a 6.9 average rating, he didn't turn up in a lot of games for me, and I felt that £5.5 million was just too good to turn down, so thank God for Aberdeen. I'm happy you've come in. The fact he's only failed to get double figures twice, actually, in his career since he started playing first-team football is amazing to me. So, congratulations. Hopefully you do well in the Scottish Premiership. We've also sent Connor Masterson out to Scotland. Ross County signed him for $220,000. We made a profit on him again. So, not as big as a profit in Scully, but $75,000. Not bad at all. He's only a championship. He's only a League One player as far as we're concerned. And yeah, made sense to set him on. Why not? It made sense. He wasn't going to get the first team we wanted, and we weren't going to play him that often, so hopefully he does well for us County. Tom Lowry, we sold Tom Lowry to Middlesbrough, and they've already immediately put him on the transfer market for $190,000. We made a loss on him of $225,000, and they're going to make a loss on him as well. What an unfortunate career this young man's having. I say young, he's 28, but you get signed by Middlesbrough, they get promoted, and immediately they decide, actually, we don't want you anymore, and want to sell him on. Who does that to a team, honestly? Have I ever done that before? I don't think I've done that, right? We've also sent Damian Smith out on loan to Gillingham. League One football. He's a League One player. He gets some first-time experience. It's beneficiary for everyone involved, and hopefully, he does really well for them. I want him to see him get at least 15 goals. He's a promising striker. Please don't let me down. Damian Smith. First signing we made, and we're only going to go over this because it shows in the June last year, not this year, but Garcia signed for us, and I think he'd be a first choice goalkeeper for us in the future, if not now. He's very good, and for 1.1 million, he's an absolute steal. The fact he's now worth 8.6 to 12 million tells me that he will be an amazing player for me. So why he wants to be a captain, I don't understand. He needs to be better than that, and having a 12 captaincy and 11 determination if he wants to be a captain. So come on, be smart. Some more moves. Noel John went to Nuremberg for $250,000. We signed him on the free. He was on loan at Wigan last year. The fact he's gone to Germany is interesting. Hopefully he does well, but wasn't going to be good enough for me. He needed first team football. He was not going to get here. And honestly, a bargain as far as we're concerned. He's already listed for loan by Nuremberg. Yeah, they've had the same problems we are, and that's saying a lot, isn't it? We also sold Daniel Harley for $110,000. The club signed him for $1 million last year. We got better players than this guy, and he wasn't really a starter for me. So why Derby started this guy, I don't know. But Ross County have signed 2 other players. Yeah, it's an interesting situation, but Ross County definitely enjoying themselves and taking our players. I'm grateful they exist right now. We also might have sold Xavier Amici for $5 million to Stuttgart. Personally, I have no idea how he managed to con Stuttgart out of $5 million for a player we signed for $300,000 last year, even if he was enjoying his best ever season in terms of average ratings, but he was only going to be third or second choice player for me. And yeah, $5 million I couldn't really turn down. He was also interested in Stuttgart. They're paying $17,000 a week. It made sense for everyone involved. He's already played for them from the bench. And the fact he's now their backup is interesting. But he made sense for us to sell. He's 25. He wasn't going to get much better. He's only going to be a decent championship, if not a good championship player in the future. But yeah, it made sense for us to sell him on. And for 5 million, I couldn't say no. So the first signing I made was actually Jordan Williams from Bolton. Barnsley, I've realised we've actually seen a lot of their players who, at the beginning of the save, to become really good players. This guy was in the medium 11 for League One. And I realised he was available for 500,000. 525,000. Bolton made a profit. Blackburn made a massive loss. But if you look at the fact that we've signed him for 525,000 and he's this good, yes, he is 26, so it won't get much better, but 525,000 for this guy, and he's considered to be our best right back, and he was the medium 11 right back in League One. Why wouldn't I take this guy up on the opportunity to sign him? It made sense to bring him in. We also managed to sign Samuel D. Jacob. He is now on loan to Woking. He's already played twice for them. He's only considered to be a National League level player, and they are a National League level side. So it made perfect sense to sign this guy on a free transfer and then loan him out immediately, because they came in for him. We didn't make the approach to loan him out. They came in for him and said, "Can we get this guy?" And we said, "Yes, you can loan him." So they loaned him in, and it makes sense for us. But we started making loans of ourselves, and Carl Evans was the first of these. He's a centre midfielder who looks amazing, was on loan at Ipswich Town last year, got 3 goals in 40 appearances, didn't have the best average rating, but for me, he starts, and he was not surrounded by good players last year, and for a driven personality, this guy could be a monster as a Mazzala, could be a box-to-box, but not a very good one, so he's brought him in Mazzala, can play on both sides of the midfield because he's really good with both feet. It just makes sense to bring this guy in, and also he can play out further up front if we need him to. Not that I ever go for a 4-2-3-1 formation, but he could be really good there. I'm excited. Hopefully he does well. We've then loaned in Christy Irvine, the second of 2 Manchester City players we've got on loan, because we managed to get Wilson Brand back on loan again. So 2 players from Man City. I think this guy could get at least 20 goals this year. I'm putting my money where my mouth is with this guy because I genuinely believe he could be amazing. And an advanced forward, I could have got this guy. There was another player I could have got from Man City, actually. I'm going to show you him because I want to show you the person in question. I could have got this guy on loan. And I look at this guy and compare him to Christie, and I realise slightly better than Christie, but he's also on 24 grand a week. And if I was to try and loan him in, and I could do this, they wouldn't want to let him go on loan anyway. Okay, I've been justified here. But yeah, Ismail Ugari is a very exciting striker, and I think will be in the Man City squad for a long time to come if he gets the first thing for what he needs. But my word, is this guy exciting. But we got Irvine, and I think Irvine can still get 20 plus goals for us in the Championship. He was on loan last year at NAC in the Eredivisie, and this is an NAC team that are in the Eredivisie still. Did they do very well? They got 9th place. If he helps an Eredivisie side get to 9th place, and he's now with us, I think, given he got 9 goals in 33 appearances in the Eredivisie, he could do a good job for me here. I think the Eredivisie is a better league than the Championship. He's worth 36 to 44 million, and I think this guy could be amazing. So I believe we've got a good striker here. I'm expecting 20 plus goals. He's got the finishing, the composure, and the speed I'm looking for the advanced forward and the off-the-ball skills. He will be amazing. I'm guaranteeing that. He's the best striker I've ever worked with, and that says a lot. Even better than Donnelly as far as I'm concerned. We then also brought in Stephen Greenwood. We took on this guy last year, and he scored against me. Yes, he left a bit of an impression on me, and he's very good. Look at the acceleration. Look at the pace he's got. Look at the agility he's got. He's practically what I'm looking for my wingers right now on inverted wings. He's kind of Robbie Walsh in a way, if you compare him. So let's compare the two. Because Robbie Walsh, they've both got the same speed. They've got the same speed, the same technical abilities, the same aerials. Yeah, Walsh is not as good in some areas. And he's a better physical. But, oh my goodness. Walsh and Greenwood on either flank is a terrifying prospect to come up against. Yes, admittedly, Walsh is the better in the physical side of things. But Greenwood's better in the technicals and the mentals. And I think these two together on the wings, That's a scary prospect for any team to come up against. And I think Walsh on the right, Greenwood on the left, you're not going to enjoy yourselves, I think. We also gave Walsh a new contract, but yeah, it's the thing. But they're very good. They are both very, very good. And they're both 3.5-star accountability players. So yeah, I think Walsh and Greenwood, very exciting young talents to be having on either flank. I think we're going to have a good time this year. Wouldn't you agree? We also signed Keller Willie on a free transfer from the States after he decided to go and sign for at least 6 different clubs in a matter of a half a year. So he started the year at Atlanta United, then went to New York City, then went to Atlanta United again, then LA Galaxy, then New York City, then Houston Dynamo, then Atlanta United for the 3rd time, then FC Dallas, then was available for free, and we signed him. Willie might have had one of the most interesting 2026s I've ever seen. I've never seen a player go to so many clubs in a Canada year, but there we go. He even played for LA Galaxy at some point, and I have no idea how the hell happened. I didn't sign to be a winger, though. I signed to be a left back, and wing back on attack, he's very, very good. And for a Wilson Brand backup, yes, backup, I'm literally calling him a backup to Wilson Brand because, well, he kind of is. Let's be honest. It made a lot of sense to bring the guy in. So, what do you think of the moves we've made so far? We've also signed Andro Gubic for 1.2 million from the Croatian leagues. And I know what you're thinking. This doesn't seem like a very good move. I think this makes sense to me. For 1.2 million. He's cheap. He can be better. He's 19. It is a risk, I know, but he's got potential to be very good. We need to give him first team football. Admittedly, I was bringing him because we were selling Michi for 5 million. I thought this guy could be really good as a backup or a replacement. Might have made a mistake with this one, but if he plays well, he plays well. I can't complain. He can play on both sides of the wings as an inverted winger, so he could be useful for rotation policies as well. So as things stand, we are looking to sell Jason Knight for 1.5 million to Barnsley. He's only considered to be a decent League One player and dreads big matches, so really it makes sense to move him on, even if he's pretty much come through the academy. So yeah, Jason Knight, goodbye to you, unless he turns out of the contract. What we are looking to do is actually sign Vasilis Solis on a free transfer, given his work permit gets accepted. It might not get accepted, but he can be a winger, and he can be a midfielder, and I think for perfectionists, he's useful. We need good players. He's only getting paid 6.5 grand a week. It makes sense. He's good money, and the personality is also a draw for me for mentoring purposes. So even if he doesn't get used on the pitch, he could be good for mentoring the younger players, and I'm excited about that. We're also trying to sign Leonardo Gardozo for 2 million from Malmo. They signed him from Racing de Santander last year for 625,000. They've not used him. He wants to leave. I thought, you know what? For 2 million, he's a bargain. We're only going to be paying 4 grand a week. And he could be an absolute nuisance again. Winger on the left, inverted winger. And up front, he could be a nuisance as well. 20 flair and 16 first touch. Yes, he's not as quick as some of his colleagues that could be also a nuisance, but again, this guy could be exciting. Speaking of All Svensson though, All Great are currently in 9th place and they've been doing okay. Not as great as last year, but they are 11 points clear of the relegation zone. They are also 8 points clear of the top 4 finish, so I think my one season with them was one off. They also got to the Svensson Cup final and almost won it for the 2nd year running. If they pulled it off after I left, I would be very happy indeed, but they didn't, and that's sad. Fun fact, their new manager was actually Malmo's manager last time out. So when we were fighting Malmo, this guy was their manager. He's now Orgride. I think, quite frankly, it's funny to see how the tables have turned around, but there you go. Malmo's manager has become the Orgride manager after we got approached or linked with Malmo at one point. In other news, IFK Eskilstuna are currently doing well in their league, much better than last year. They're not in a relegation fight and they are stabilising themselves as a 3rd tier side. Still semi-professional, but given that they finished in 13th last year, the fact they're in 6th place this year is very good. Hopefully, they will have a good time. But if they don't do well, it's not the end of the world. We're taking on Norwich today, going back to England. And we, as things stand, are predicted to finish in 8th place. That's before any new signs and sales have been made. And I thought, you know what? Makes sense to bring more people in and try and strengthen the squad as much as possible. We've got plenty of money, £32 million in the bank right now, and 11 million in the transfer budget. Why not bring more people in and sell more people on? And given we're only expected to be in 8th place and Norwich are expected to be 3rd, this could be a good test for us and a good test for them. So hopefully our new team will be very exciting. They want me to go positive. I don't want to. And we're putting Baxter in goal for now at the beginning of the season because we want to give Garcia a chance to learn the language, I think. And I think that can work. He doesn't know how to speak English yet. He was playing for Colombia in the World Cup. Speaking of the World Cup, Germany beat Portugal in the World Cup final. England, the defending champions, struggled because they lost in extra time in the 3rd round to Croatia. And that's that. I don't need to say anything else, do I? But yes, our starting lineup will be this today. And you can see why I'm happy with my squad right now. It feels like a much stronger squad. Baxter's in goal. Williams, Edmundson, Creswell, and Wilson and Brand in the defence. Bilic is the DM. We've got Bird and Evans as midfielders. Walsh and Greenwood on the wings. And Irvine up front. I'm excited for the starting lineup. And we've even got the bench that is exciting with Garcia, Hussey, Burke, Fraser, Rudoni, Willie, and Morris. Now, admittedly, I still think the wings and strikers positions for depth needs work, especially the DM, actually. I think the DM is one of the weakest area in the starting lineup in terms of depth. But midfield, we got extra options. So, Bird could be forced over back if we needed him to be. But we're not going to do it right now. But either way, we got a lot of options, I think, going forward. That's why I still want to make the extra transfers. Hussey, by the way, looks like this. As a defender, he's not bad. Needs some work, but he's a promising player. It's time for 1.6 million from Crew. And we've also got Griffin, who, again, could be exciting as a defender. We need to work on these players and give them first team football. And that's why we've got rotation and strength and depth this year. They're young, they're talented. We're going to give them first team football this year when we can for rotation policies. Still, though, this is our lineup for the day. I hope we do well against Norwich City at Norwich City because I think we can do a very good job. Let's see how we do, shall we? We get highlight immediately. It's key highlight, so it's highlight immediately. And here's Irvine, now Evans. If we score immediately, it'd be a great start, but they have a ball. No, we don't. Okay, Creswell finds Evans. This feels like my Derby team, though, with all the signs we made. But if we concede immediately, then this would be awkward against a recently relegated team. But we get the ball back. Greenwood now on the ball, showing what he can do. Lose the ball, though. Here's Evans. And Greenwood's in. Stephen Greenwood hits the bar immediately. We could have been 1-0 up inside 30 seconds, and we should have scored here. But, oh, wow. Okay. We could have taken the lead there. All right, so good child loses the ball. The fact we had a chance already is a good sign. And if we can use our speed and our ability on the ball to do well, we're good. Bilic out wide to Greenwood. Heads it down to Evans. And young, talented, exciting. Irvine's missed it. 20 goals a season striker, I said. And he's missed it. Look at the chance we've had. We've had 7 shots. My word, are we looking good. This is a recent relegated team from the Premier League, and we're doing this to them. And then Munson scores the opening goal. We had a £16 million bid, by the way. We accepted from 2 clubs in the summer, and he turned them down, and we gave him a new contract instead. But Edmundson gives us the lead, our best player, and it's 1-0 inside 20 minutes against recently relegated Norwich City, and we are destroying Norwich right now. Walsh at the corner, Edmundson's put another header wide, and we could have been 4 up already. It's silly how good we've been so far. They got a corner now. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was kind of scared that was going to happen, but yeah. Here's first of the season, and I'm a little disappointed that, well, of course, just, how does he say his name? Wellakuik just scored the opening goal for them. 1-1. Their first shot on goal as well, by the way. That's disappointing. So half-time, 1-1. We've been the much better team. We just need to take our chances. And if we take our chances, we'll be doing better. They have a chance now. And, you know, I keep on... People are saying, oh, you should go positive a lot. I've never gone positive with this. I'd say I've never gone positive. That's a lie. I've gone positive a few times, but you don't need to go positive straight away. You can just adapt later on as Greenwood gets the ball back. Here's Evans, now Greenwood again. And Irvine, look at them. He's got time. He's got to work with this, but that's a good ball to Bird. What a good ball to Bird. Evans now. We feel like a team that's going to do well here. Irvine, Evans, Walsh. Good ball to... Oh, my word. Oh, my God. That's Gron. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Wobbly Walsh for the first of the season for him. But that was so well worked. Walsh and Irvine together did so well there. The Scotsman and the Irishman did so much here. As did the Welshman. Evans, Walsh, Irvine. And it was just one-touch football. It was beautiful to watch. We're back in front. If Norwich equalise again, I will be a little annoyed. But Wilson and Brown gets the ball away. We might actually change the instructions to time waste a little bit after this highlight. Because I'm a little concerned. Oh my God! Cresswell scored an own goal. I was going to say we need to time waste a little bit, but that I don't know what to do about that. I mean, it's a Norwich. Honestly, one could say we've been very, very good to do this. I just don't know what to do about that. I mean, that would have been a penalty anyway if it didn't go in, but what is Cresswell doing? We've got a free kick laid on. Fraser takes it, and it's in the middle, and Billick scores. We are definitely going to start time wasting now. Felix has scored what could be the winning goal. I am absolutely going to start time wasting here. 3 times we've taken a lead. Twice we've thrown away the lead. If we don't win this now, then it's our own fault. We need to win this now. We absolutely need to start time wasting and defend this lead. We cannot afford to do this now. This is a recently relegated side that we've let in too many times. We need to defend this lead, and we're going to defend this lead and win against Norwich City, who have a much better squad as far as I'm concerned. Walsh with a 9.0 rating. Still my best signing, I think, ever in this save. But what a start to the season we've had. We go to Norwich and we beat them 3-2 at their ground. And we didn't just beat them, we dominated them. And it's only through our sloppy defending that we really let them back in the game. Baxter is dropped because of that 6.5 rating as well. So, this is why we have Garcia. We've got 2 players that we can just rotate around and just do good things with. It's wonderful. It really is. And I'm excited by this because we now know that we got an opportunity to rotate the keepers, and the players we brought in are going to do a good job. Barnsley are actually in our division, I just realised, and they won 5 against Blackpool. I don't envy Blackpool right now. Also, Oxford have got their Tyrant owner still, as do Swansea. And Swansea haven't played yet, but yeah, Oxford didn't do very well in their first game either. But Irvine did really well for himself. Evans, Williams, I think Green was the only one not to do so well, and that was a 6.6, so it's not ideal. But yeah, Walsh with a goal and assist, really, really good. And I'm excited for him because he's been very good. Easily my best signing so far. And we are also looking at other players as well, like this guy, Lake Netis. Though he might be a bit too expensive for my liking right now, so we're not going to go any higher than what we just spent for Cresswell. But this guy could be really good in the future. That being said, we do have Sheffield United anyway in the bit, so we need to rotate and rest the squad. And we are going to bring in Garcia for the next match because of the 6.5 rating that Baxter put in. Because he should have done better. They had 2 shots on target and they scored with one of them, and the other one was an own goal. You can't do much about that. Either way though, I'm going to end this here. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys like and share this video, and that you all subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. But either way, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.